Right, shalom, shalom. Before I begin this lesson, I like to give all honors and glories and infinite praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Kakodash. I like to give double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who do rule well, who told us the truth. Peace and salutations to the whole elect who just scattered across the four corners of the planet Earth. I'm back here once again to make another lesson, and this is going to be titled, the Lord has to shorten the days. In these last days, these robots, this artificial intelligence, all these different systems that the so-called white man is creating as of right now, as far as it being called automation, which is taking over the entire planet Earth as of right now. This is a fan-made edit, like a graphic animation that was made by somebody called Mr. Friend, his YouTube channel. He makes a lot of good fan animations and stuff like that. It deals with future events that could take place or what if events, different fan-made stuff and fictional stuff. This channel's pretty decent for an animated channel. But this video right here caught my attention, and this video is titled Tesla bots take over the world. And as we all know, robots and artificial intelligence and all these different quantum computers that ESO has, he's going to use these different tools to try to use these to forward his plan of the New World Order, which we all know that it's going to be a monkey wrench that's going to be thrown in there because the Lord is going to send Yahweh Shah to come, his only begotten son. He's going to send Yahweh Shah Mashiach to come and save the whole elect before the so-called white man could finally establish his New World Order plans. So, this is actually like a what-if scenario if, the so-called white man did manage to, implement the New World Order and have artificial intelligence run rampant across the entire planet Earth. This right here kind of depicts it, even though it's a little bit of comedy in it, but yeah. And also fair use. I'm not using this for anything at all. Just using this to actually go over some few scriptures to actually teach a biblical spiritual lesson. I'm not using this for any profit. So here I go. I'll play this video. Here I go. last subtitle text, if you brothers didn't get a chance to read it, it said bring out the younglings. So technically speaking, these robots, you know, robots don't have a soul or a conscience or any type of feeling at all. You know, these man, it's how you know the scriptures say that if the Lord didn't shorten the days, no flesh will be saved. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? You know, man. That's why I say, amen. Lord willing that the time goes by faster so that, you know, we won't be here for too long to experience anything like that happening. You know, these robots already actually having a mind of their own already by now, as of right now lately. I'm gonna get that real quick too. Time short. Yeah, man, because if the time is not gonna be short, we're not gonna get up out of here. Everybody's gonna be dead and gone. You know what I mean? Short the days. Short the days. No flesh will be saved. Let me get no flesh. Yep, there it is. No flesh will be saved. No flesh will be saved. Let me get that real quick. Damn, I gotta find it. Alright, here it is. The book of Matthew, chapter 24. This is verse 22. Well, I'm gonna get this right here, because this is going into detail about how, you know, Esau, Edom, you know, the times we're coming into, which is the Great Tribulation, which Esau, he does have robots. That's just like the Tesla bots, you know, like the miniature Terminators and all those different things like that. They're going to be hunting down our people these last days, man. So here it is. I'm going to get a few precepts. I'm not going to make this lesson too long. Just make it be straight to the point where I'll go. I'm going to read the book of Matthew, chapter 24. This is going to be verse 19. I'm going to start right here. And woe unto them that are with child. See, like you saw in that video, you know, that robot, the Tesla bot, was asking where the younglings was at. He wanted to try to exterminate and kill off the younger generation of the human population. You know, they want to try to exterminate the human race, pretty much. And to them that give suck in those days. See, you ain't supposed to be having kids in these days, man. In these last days that we're living in. But pray ye that your flight be not in the winter, neither on the Sabbath day. For then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be. So we're coming into the times of the great tribulation, where all hell is going to break loose. It's going to be chaotic and demonic, and we're going to see the dark side of human nature come forward on this planet. So, you know, we got to preach this word. We got to keep teaching these lessons as much as we can, because it's going to come a day where we're not going to be able to teach this word, man. And brothers, man, we're going to be on the run. And we're going to have to fight for our lives against these different types of robots that the so-called white man has in store for us. You know what I mean? These last days, when he's going to come into our neighborhoods like a great flood, man. Lord willing, we get the spiritual powers to defeat these type of robotic creatures that the Lord, that these Edomites created. Read verse 22. And except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved. But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. And Lord willing, we are part of the hopeful elect. You know, you brothers and you fused sisters that's watching this video, Lord willing that we are part of the hopeful elect, and that, you know, we'll be delivered and saved from scenarios and situations that we just saw in this video right here. You know, these robots that has a sentient mind of their own. They're going to be out here, you know what I mean, doing Esau's bidding, which is all orchestrated by the Lord Yahweh Shema Shah. You know, I'm gonna get chapter 12. You know, because this ties into, you know, the so-called white man, his great wrath. You know, and there it is right here. I'm going to read the book. So this is the book of Revelation, chapter 12. I'm going to start at verse 11. And they, which is the hopeful elect, which is the 12 tribes, you know, the 12,000. I think it is 12,000 or 7,000 that come out of each of the 12 tribes. I think, nah, I'm not too sure, but I gotta do more research on the numbers of all the Israelites that's gonna be saved these last days. But either way, it says right here, and they, which is the hopeful elect, that come from all each of the 12 tribes of Israel, you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, those who are chosen, who are hopefully chosen by the Heavenly Father to be redeemed and saved these last days. They overcame him by the blood of the Lamb. Who's the Lamb? Yahushua Mashiach. And by the word of their testimony, which is this truth that we're preaching. This is the testimony right here. And they love their lives, not in, so I can read that one more time. And they loved not their lives until death. See? So right here, we don't love our lives, man. We don't have nothing else to live for on this side. This is not our rest. We came to terms that this is not our rest. This place, this captivity, this society has been a living hellhole for the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, which is the 12 tribes of Israel. And we're seeking the exit. We're seeking to get up out of here. That's what we're really waiting for, is Yahushua to come to return to deliver us and save us. This is verse 12 right here. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe means destruction. Destruction / woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. For the devil, which is Esau Edom, the so-called self-proclaimed white man, which is the spiritual demon Satan in physical form, the white man, is come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. And this is one of the tools that he's going to use against us in our neighborhoods, man. These Tesla bots, these different robotic creatures that he has inside his laboratories. The so-called white man has things like this in store for us, man. And these type of robotic creatures, they're going to be out here scavenging, hunting, and trying to kill off all the Israelites. Like you see in this thumbnail right here, man. This is some serious stuff that's going to come to pass. Salaki for the ads and stuff like that. Salaki, I'm trying to get back to the video so I can show you guys. And this is fair use, like you see right here. See, this might come to pass, man, where, some people, these robots, these different creations that Esau has created, they're going to capture and kill a lot of people during the last days in Jacob's trouble, which Esau already got robots like these out here, but these are just like prototypes right now. I already know they got something that's like a Terminator type level of a robot that he has in store for the 12 tribes of Israel, but Lord willing, we get the spiritual powers. We're going to be able to endure and fight against him in these last days, Before I close it out, I'm going to get the book of Isaiah. Damn. Oh, man. I got to make sure I do my lessons earlier from now on, too. I'll be doing my lessons so late. I got to start making sure I have enough time on my hands to do the lessons on time. That's one thing I'll be noticing. I got to make sure I have the time in my hands to do it. Make sure I get it done. So here it is. Here we go. This is the book of Isaiah chapter 59, verse 19. And it says it right here. So shall they fear the name of the Lord Yahweh Shai from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood. See these robots right here, these Tesla bots, these different creations that Esau has created. We're going to get that spiritual power to fight against them these last days. It says it right here. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the spirit of the Lord Yahweh Shai shall lift up a standard against him. And the Redeemer, right? The Redeemer, that's Yahweh Shai Mashiach. And the Redeemer shall come to Zion, and unto them that turn from transgression in Jacob, saith the Lord Yahweh Shai. As for me, this is my covenant with them, saith the Lord Yahweh Shai. My spirit that is upon thee, and my words which I have put in thy mouth, shall not depart out of thy mouth, nor out of the mouth of thy seed, nor out of the mouth of thy seed's seed, saith the Lord Yahweh Bashem El Shai, from henceforth and forever. So therefore, in the last days, the hopeful elect, you're going to be able to overcome anything that stands in our way, including these different creations that the so-called white man has built to come against us as a nation of people. So with that, I'd like to give all honors and glories and infinite praises to Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai Bashem Kabadash. I'd like to give double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, who do well, who told us the truth. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect, which is scattered across the four corners of the planet Earth. Hopefully this lesson was edifying. Until then, until next time, Shalom.